Today unfolds with a tapestry of global stories that weave together diplomacy, conflict, security, and human tragedy, each thread revealing a deeper layer of our interconnected world. At the heart of this complex web is a diplomatic dance between some of the most powerful players on the international stage. US President Donald Trump is preparing for what promises to be an intense and carefully choreographed meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping in South Korea. This encounter is far from a routine diplomatic handshake. Its significance lies in the strategic leverage China holds over Russia's Vladimir Putin, especially in regard to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Trump's decision to cancel his planned meeting with Putin suggests a shift in approach, perhaps an acknowledgement that engaging directly with Putin is less fruitful than trying to influence Moscow through Beijing's unique position. Meanwhile, the United States has tightened its economic squeeze on Russia by imposing new sanctions on the country's two largest oil companies, escalating pressure amid the continuing war. These maneuvers highlight a world grappling with the enormous consequences of the Ukraine crisis and the complex diplomacy required to navigate a path toward resolution. Parallel to the high-stakes summits and sanctions, the U.S. military remains actively engaged in operations far from these negotiation tables. In the Eastern Pacific, U.S. forces launched their eighth strike against what they alleged to be a drug trafficking vessel, resulting in the deaths of 2 individuals. This operation underscores the persistent challenge the U.S. faces combating illicit drug networks and securing maritime routes. Even while attention is heavily focused on geopolitical flashpoints elsewhere, it's a reminder that global security is multifaceted, entailing not just superpower rivalries, but also ongoing struggles against transnational crime. Closer to the heart of another enduring conflict, the situation between Israel and Gaza adds a deeply human element to the day's headlines. Israel has identified 2 more victims among the hostages killed during the devastating Hamas attack from October. The exchange of remains between Israel and Gaza since the ceasefire began on October 10th brings a somber reflection on the cost of conflict beyond battles and borders, its personal lives and families torn apart. Meanwhile, within Gaza, voices are rising, calling for investigations into the treatment of returned bodies, highlighting the lingering wounds and suspicions that peace processes must contend with. This is the kind of story that reminds us that beneath diplomatic posturing and military actions lie profound human stories of loss, dignity, and the quest for justice. In East Asia, the ripple effects of regional tensions are prompting significant shifts in security strategy. Japan is preparing to reinforce its military capabilities and security posture, decisions driven by the evolving geopolitical landscape and uncertainties about the nearby Korean Peninsula and China's growing influence. This planned strengthening, expected to be a central topic when Japan's leadership meets President Trump, illustrates how